Welcome back everyone to an MSC special here at Cruise1st TV, and we've got the latest and best prices for a number of no-fly cruises on the MSC Virtuosa for next year here in Southampton. And we've got some crackers for you, all sailing from the UK. All have their tips included, and you can book them all today with low deposits. And we've got better than half price drinks package, and we're talking about the premium extra drinks package too. Now, I've got just a small selection of the sailing she's doing, from a 2-night getaway to France all the way up to 14 nights around the magical Med for you. And remember, if there's someone you know that hasn't seen our shows, you can now watch us 24 hours a day on our website at cruise1st.tv and our YouTube channel, as well as Sky 681 all day through to 10 p.m. and now on Freeview on channel 89 in the afternoons from 1 through to 4. So let's spread the word on the best cruise bargains to be had here in the UK. Right then, let's get started, shall we? And we'll start on one of those longer itineraries, 12 nights in April, heading to the Canaries and Portugal. And here she is, the wonderful MSC Virtuosa. And we love Virtuosa, and we talk about Virtuosa all the time, unashamedly on this channel, because she's our cruise ship. She belongs to us here in the UK. We might let her off for a bit of winter sunshine every now and again, but essentially this is the UK's cruise ship and has been for a good few years now, and will be for a good few more, I hope. She's wonderful, and so many of you have already cruised on MSC Virtuosa, and that's been your first taste of MSC as well, and you've noticed straight away just how beautiful the ship is, because you look at price tags that pop up for the MSC cruises, and I know a lot of you think, okay, brilliant, you know, this is going to be a budget cruise. And you know what, when you get on board the cruise ship, you think this is fabulous. Everything about this ship is smart and fresh and new and modern. You've got those really, really lovely Swarovski staircases, which, you know, honestly, they have, if they were a concert, they'd be sold out for months, because people literally queue to have their picture taken on them. It's brilliant. You have pop-up live music happening all over the place. That's the Galleria that you were just looking at there, with its lovely LED dome, and that can cast many different things upon it. Part of the party, it can make you feel like you're underwater. It's very, very clever. Here's some of the speciality dining. Butcher's Cut is amazing. They make their own handmade chocolates on board. That has a lovely little coffee shop next to it as well. Can you see I've been on board too? I loved my cruise on Virtuosa because it is so, so pretty. And you have a brilliant time as well. You know, some of your shorter cruises on Virtuosa, they are all about the great party and the great time you will be having on board. And then these longer duration cruises, they're about enjoying the destinations, enjoying hopefully some great weather as well. You know, with this cruise in particular, if we're going to the Canaries in April, we know we're going to good weather straight away. That is almost guaranteed, because you know, Canaries, we're talking about year-round sunshine, aren't we? So you're going to have just the best time. There's Rob, the robot barman. Very clever just to stand there and watch and see him mixing up the drinks and the cocktails and whatever. That's right next to the champagne bar as well, which you might want to enjoy. So much entertainment. And listen, I'll tell you more about what's on board as we go through the show, for those of you who haven't yet had the chance to cruise with Virtuosa. But let's take our first cruise then. It is the 21st of April, and we're going out and back into Southampton, of course. You can take as much as you like with you. A couple of days at sea. We're in Lisbon, the capital of Portugal. You can take the train down the coast to Cascais. You can head up to Sintra to the castle. You can wander the cobbly streets and do the shopping here as well. It's lovely. And then we're cruising towards the sun, Funchal in Madeira, where you can take the banana route tour, if you like, off the beaten track, to see real life in Madeira. There's volcanic rock pools, there's hidden caves there to explore, and so much more. Here we are, now we're in the sunshine, guaranteed in Las Palmas in Gran Canaria. There's the wonderful old town here, wander and see Columbus House, the Santa Ana Cathedral, the botanical gardens, all in Las Palmas itself, and there's lots more beyond. Now we're in Tenerife, where you can walk down the seafront here, watch the surfers, soak up the sun. There's hiking trails here. and to enjoy wonderful views across the coastline, or just pick a beach. We're in the Canaries at the end of the day, and we're thinking to ourselves, I can't believe it's sunny and it's not back home. Lanzarote into Arrecife, Tim and Fire, the national park with the geysers here. Take a camel ride in the park and tours as well. And you can go and visit lush wine country, a day at sea to Vigo in Spain, where you can wander the old town here as well. There's a Museo de Mar de Galicia or Galicia to discover more of the past. And there's lovely parks here too, before we have a day at sea back into Southampton. Of course, we could have done lots and lots of shopping as we make our way around Portugal, Spain and the Canary Islands there. And we're coming back into Southampton. So that means that we don't have the weight limits. And that means that we can do lots and lots of shopping without worrying about, you know, what we can and can't bring back, which is superb. So 12 nights to the Canaries and Portugal in April for some sunshine, which we're going to so need by the time April gets here. And you can book this today with a low deposit as well. Here is your incredible price tag. Now, all of these price tags are subject to availability, and they could change at any time. So what I would say to you right now is get your low deposit in right now and get this booked as quickly as you possibly can, because with the MSC sailings, we send so many people away with MSC. It is incredible, and those prices can change in a heartbeat. So if you want this, get your deposit in, get booking right now. Do not delay. On this one as well, in fact, let's go to the details and have a look at the upgrades first. Oh my word, look at that. Look at those offers for your upgrades as well. It is superb. Now, this cruise also runs on two other dates, 9th of August and the 4th of October. Talk to the team if you want to get a price for those, and we'll give you the latest price today. You can also make this all-inclusive. The famous premium extra drinks package with MSC is brilliant. It's also very, very comprehensive, and it's yours on this cruise from just £32 per person per day, which is a cracking price to enjoy. So I would certainly do that while you book it. Book it while it's hot right now. 0800 953 4700. You've got low deposit, you've got a ridiculous price for a 12-night cruise there, which is full board, and you've got a brilliant drinks package offer there on the table for you. So call us now, 0800 953 4700. You know, if you haven't taken one of these cruises with MSC, you really don't know what you're missing at all, because they are incredible ships. We are on MSC Virtuosa all the way through this show. We're going to show you a brilliant first timers cruise right now, which goes on the 17th of May up to the Norwegian fjords on this gorgeous beauty. Lovely MSC Virtuosa. You'll notice that there's plenty of everything on board as well, by the way. So I would say it was kind of a mid to large size ship in today's cruising world, which changes all the time. So there are a fair few people on board, but you know what, there are plenty of different things that you can be doing. There are plenty of different places that you can be. Actually, what you'll find on this particular cruise is that most people will be up on deck, the top decks. They'll be up on the pool decks, hopefully enjoying some, you know, fairly half decent weather, let's hope, at this time of the year. I can't guarantee, but there are lots of parties going on board as well. But also, a lot of people take a fjords cruise, all for the views that you will find up in gorgeous Norway. So a lot of people will be enjoying that from the decks as well. So people will be nicely spread out across the ship. So we go into Haugesund, and the land of the Vikings here, find out more about its history. There's St. Olav's Church here as well, and you can really dive into the adventure of this particular port, and the journeys between are just as special as the places you stop. Malloy in Vestland in Norway is next. Lovely local sites here, a hop on hop off boat tour here. You can explore the local islands, and of course you'll be going through the wonderful fjords. One of my favourite ports next in the fjords is Flom. Everyone book the excursion and do the railway, I would say, and you'll stop for that lovely surprise in the middle at Kjosfossen. And I'm telling you no more. That's all I've got to say on the matter. Book that tour. Kristiansand next in southern Norway, which is really beautiful. A lovely summer haven for people who live in Norway, so very, very popular part of the country to enjoy. It's just beautiful. And then, of course, you'll come back into Southampton. So you've got an excellent 7 nights around the Norwegian fjords. As I say, everything about this is all about the view. It's all about being up on top deck. It's all about breathing in the fresh air. It's all about enjoying those lush, beautiful green valleys, enjoying the waterfalls and these gorgeous little places that you port into as well. Remember, on all of these cruises, and with every MSC cruise you take as well, your tips are already included. They're already part of the deal. And we've got low deposit on this for you too. Can't wait to see the price. Can't wait to see the price. And remember, low deposit on this one as well to get it booked now. No way. No way, Jose. Okay, you want to grab that before it disappears. Remember, you've got your low deposit that you can put down on this, but that is a price you should not miss. Okay, let's go and see your upgrade price at cost. I can't believe that. That's one of the best prices I've ever seen for a 7-night Norwegian fjords itinerary in all my days of talking cruise, which is nearly 15 years now. Oh my word. The cruise itself, by the way, the same cruise also runs on the 10th of May, also the 14th and the 21st of June, and the 23rd and 30th of August next year. Obviously, price will vary by dates. You've got plenty of other times that this cruise runs. You've got your low deposit on screen there. Again, you can add premium extra drinks to this one. Another cracker of a deal there, just £32 per person per day. Well worth adding, in my opinion, and enjoyed responsibly one at a time, of course, but is so comprehensive, that drinks package. It's great. Even includes champagnes by the glass, which is pretty unheard of in the cruising industry. It's not just 1 or 2 either. It's brilliant. So if you want that one, 0800 953 4700. I'm going to squeeze as many as I can into this show so it feels like I'm rushing. Then please, by all means, call the team and say, what did he say? Let's go to the 13th of September now, and a longer cruise, the No-Fly Magical Med. This is 14 nights all told. Back on Virtuosa we go, in and out of Southampton again, remember, which is really dead simple, because you can just go down to the port. If you're driving there, you can park your car down at Southampton, of course, very, very simply. What I would do, actually, when you're cruising in and out of Southampton, stay a night before. We can get you a hotel in Southampton the night before. It's quite nice sometimes just to be there in plenty of good time, rather than feeling like you're rushing on the day. But again, that's completely your choice. Here's life on board. Love the games, arcades, and all the extra little things that you can do. The 4D cinema is great fun. Treat yourself to a nice spa treatment, maybe. You're going to take a nice relaxing cruise around the Med. Of course, we're just coming out of our summer, if we've had one, by the 13th of September, and of course we're sailing over into the Med, where it still very much is summer and we've got bright sunshine. So we're heading across to Spain straight away. Remember, it's 14 nights, this cruise, which would be rather nice. A lot of people go into Santiago de Compostela, of course, when they head to this part of Spain in La Coruña, and then we cruise on to Cadiz. If you get the chance to go into Seville, do it. There's a wonderful river cruise that you can take, which is fascinating, and I've done, and the real Alcazar is in there as well, which is just beautiful. Lovely architecture. It's just gorgeous. Then you move on to Malaga. Malaga can be a beach day for you. Malaga can be an exploring day if you head up to Granada, which Granada itself is a really lovely city to go and spend some time in. But the Alhambra Palace, of course, is the highlight there. Then, of course, we're going up to Alicante, which is, again, it's one of those sort of quintessential old kind of holiday haunts, isn't it, really? Loads of people used to take their yearly holiday out to Alicante. Well, you can pop out and see how it's changed. Then we're across to the Balearics, briefly to Palma de Mallorca. Lots of great shopping here. Remember, of course, we can pick up gifts and souvenir and shopping without worries about weight limits coming back. So that's a good place to go shopping. And then we head into Barcelona. Barcelona, of course, could be a a wandering day for you. You could take a hop-on, hop-off bus tour. You could take a ship tour to somewhere like Sagrada Familia, or it'll cover, you know, like a couple of tourist destinations for you escorted. Then we move on to Valencia as well. Valencia is a beautiful part of Spain, and of course we should still be in bright sunshine at this time of the year as well. So see those wonderful towers as you go into the city, the wonderful parks and beaches, of course. And then our final port before we go into Southampton is Lisbon. I always love going to the Oceanarium here, the aquarium. It's beautiful. I think it's the second or third largest in Europe, and it's really immersive. Huge tanks, and you see these lovely sea otters that are there as well, that are ever so cute. It's really nice that day in Lisbon. And then of course we come back in to Southampton. Now this is for next year, of course, and it's 2 weeks cruising for September on MSC Virtuosa. Your tips are already included, of course. We're cruising to Spain and Portugal, and again on this one you've got a low deposit to get yourself booked as well, because when you see the price of this one you will want to get a deposit in right now. 14-night cruise, remember, but not a price tag that you associate with any kind of 14-night cruise at all, right? I know. That price is exceptional, and a low deposit today locks it in for you right now. So if you love the idea, look at the other half if they're there with you and say, right, we're doing this, and then call and get it booked, because a low deposit will get that locked in for you now. The cruise itself also runs on the 12th and 16th of July, so slightly earlier in the year. You can call the team for prices on that one. And indeed, if you want to make this all inclusive, that's very easy to do as well. In fact, on this one, it's just £29 per person per day to add the premium extra drinks package. That's well worth doing. Again, I'm going to say responsibly, one at a time, but so comprehensive. All your soft drinks as well. So mocktails and soft drinks are all included in that drinks package as well. Let's show you the upgrades. So there are your prices there if you want to go to Ocean View, to balcony, or you want to check out the Yacht Club maybe for the very first time. Of course, the Yacht Club is your whole exclusive little part, big part of the ship actually. You get the best position of the ship, you get your own pool decks, you get your own concierge, your own restaurant, your own pretty much everything, plus you enjoy everything else on the ship as well. And a full drinks package naturally comes included if you go up to the Yacht Club, and so many more perks. So if you want to investigate that, call us now on 0800 953 4700. Right. Next one, slightly shorter this one, another 7-night itinerary, this time for the 5th of July, and it's French and Spanish delights this time, to and from Southampton again. Virtuosa again, let's get back on board. Lovely dining on board, you really will enjoy. I was just thinking of places like you could go around and enjoy of the evening. Of course you've got the entertainment venues, and you've got many and plenty of those. You have a TV studio in there, which is quite clever. It's sort of a little bit more intimate, but it's the place you go and enjoy during the day, live presentations, quiz shows and things like that. But of an evening, it's live music, and then it's combined with your chance to go for it at the karaoke. They also do massive parties, by the way, in that Galleria. Of an evening, they do the White Hot Party. They do other parties as well. They also do silent discos there, which are very funny to watch. Even if you're not doing it, they are very funny to watch. Oh, do take advantage as well, by the way, of the shopping on board, because it's much bigger than it first appears. It's like a TARDIS, the shopping. You're like, you wander in, you think it's going to be 1 or 2 shops, and you're like, wow, there's so much here, and so much big choice as well. Tax and duty free, of course, so go in and take advantage of that while you've got the opportunity to do that. Does have a great casino, of course, if that's your thing of an evening. Lots of different restaurant choices as well. Your main dining, the service in the main dining room's brilliant, and you always feel like there's plenty of space between the tables. It feels quite exclusive in the main dining restaurant. Plus you've got speciality too. So here's where we go on this cruise. La Rochelle is first. There's a natural history museum here. You've got the World War II bunkers there, and the Atlantic Wall defences as well to go and visit, drink up some history. Bilbao in Spain there, where you can wander the old town here, the cathedral, churches, central markets, the Arriaga Theatre. You can take a ride on the UNESCO transporter bridge here as well. Guggenheim, always a big draw here in Bilbao. La Coruña again for Santiago de Compostela, which lots of people take the tour and the opportunity to go and see. The Tower of Hercules, of course, is there as well, and lots of tour excursions available from MSC. Cherbourg is our last port here. You can go into the Maritime Museum here. There's a wonderful fort. There's the Parc Emmanuel Lié, which is very charming as well. And of course, you've got the Bayeux Tapestry if you want to on an excursion as well, back into Southampton. So French and Spanish delights for a week in July, full board with your tips included. Another low deposit to get this booked today. And let me reveal just how good this deal is for you as well, because again, it's another cracker. And this one, I mean, when you look at a price tag like that with your tips included, you know it's going to disappear in a heartbeat. So again, low deposits, that's the key to this show. Low deposits mean quick decisions, means you get your places on the cruises that you want. 0800 953 4700. Let's take a look at the upgrades for this one then. And again, ocean view balcony. The yacht club's a real tempter on this one. It's a completely different world up in the yacht club as well. Brilliant. And you can add a drinks package to this offer as well. Again, we've got £29 per person per day as your drinks price on this one too. So if you fancy it, grab it as quickly as you possibly can. 0800 953 4700. By the way, you can search month by month on our website at cruise1st.tv and just pick the ship MSC Virtuosa, because I'm by no means covering every itinerary that she's got. I'm just scratching the surface here. Right, let's go for another 7-nighter now. 7th of June next year, low deposit again. France, Portugal and Spain this time. Virtuosa, here she is again with her wonderful crystal staircases. It's such a good time on board. They do the most incredible ice cream. I've just remembered the gelato. Oh, how could I forget the gelato bar? Oh my word, that's where I met lovely Mo, who came on the first cruise with us at a gelato bar on one of the MSC ships. And they are great, really nice. In fact, you will love all the little treats around every single corner. And they do have a great nightclub on board the Virtuosa as well. You'll never forget where it is, because you go through the kids club and then you get to the nightclub and then you get to the, is it a Horizon bar, which goes out of the back of the ship, which is right next to the nightclub as well. How do I remember all these things? Maybe I'm too much of a night owl. Anyway, here we go then to France, Portugal and Spain over 7 nights in and out of Southampton. We're going to Brest in the north of France first. Botanical gardens here. There's the Vallon du Stang Alar as well. You can wander through the valleys. There's an Oceanopolis. So much in this part of France. And then we head to Lisbon. Lovely capital city. Do get to the Belém Tower if you get the chance to. It's absolutely beautiful. The whole waterfront in Lisbon is just adorable. Just sitting and people watching is fascinating in its own right. Then to Vigo in the northwest of Spain, into more kind of green Spain. Lots and lots of tour opportunities while you're taking these cruises as well. So make sure you look at the list of excursions from MSC, because they're great value. And then into Cherbourg as well. You maybe want to go and visit the D-Day landing sites. Mont Saint-Michel, of course, it's absolutely beautiful. And of course, the Bayeux Tapestry, not a million miles away. And then we are back into Southampton before you know it. So this time, a week of France, Portugal and Spain in June. Just the time we need to get away. Tips included, and again, a low deposit to get this booked today. I am always bowled over by our MSC prices, and that's because we work so closely with MSC. We are so on it when it comes to MSC Cruises. We're so closely aligned in the way that we do business. And look at this. I think that proves that entirely. You know, you could spend that very easily flying to Paris and having a couple of nights in a hotel in Paris, couldn't you? This gets you a 7-night cruise in and out of the UK. Lock it in with a low deposit. The cruise also runs on the 28th of June as well, so if you want the price for that, again, call the team. Here's the upgrades for the 7th of June. Again, brilliant. Ocean view and balcony prices look very favourable there. I think I might be heading for the balcony on this one. Again, you might well want to try upgrading to that. Well, not try, do upgrade to the yacht club if you want to find out what this yacht club experience is all about. how it really differs, you know, in terms of your exclusivity about the accommodation, the position on the ship, all the things that are exclusive to those who cruise the yacht club, then this could be a great way of doing it. One thing I will say is once you go to the yacht club once, you'll be going every cruise after that to the yacht club. It's incredible. 0800 953 4700. Right, okay, let's get a little first taste of MSC now into the diary for you, because now we've got a 2-night cruise, and these are great because if you've never tried cruising full stop, or you haven't yet cruised with MSC, let's say for instance you have your cruise line of choice, you've been cruising with them for 20 years, 25 years, and that's it, you haven't ever had your head turned from that one cruise line, but you think, actually the more and more I see of these MSC ships, the more likely I am to give it a little try. Well, a 2-night cruise would be perfect for you. So this goes on the 21st of August, and it's just a quick hop, skip and a jump for 2 nights over to France, to and from Southampton, again on MSC Virtuosa. So there you go, it was just a quick look this time. A very quick look, Mr. P, wasn't it? That was a 2-second look actually. But remember, we featured Virtuosa right the way through the show. We're going over to Cherbourg in France, and again, you don't need to get off in Cherbourg. You can just literally stay on board, explore everything that Virtuosa has to enjoy. Just enjoy it as a lovely 2-night break, just to get to know the cruise line, the cruise ship. I think you'll find it beautiful. I think you'll find the entertainment of an evening something way more than you expected it to be. I think you'll find the ship and its beauty something very, very special indeed. Let me give you your price as well for your 2 nights. This is for the 21st of August. Now, this will be the quickest one to sell out completely, because there are lots of people who haven't yet tried MSC who will take a 2-night taster to see if it is for them. So this will sell out so quickly, it is ridiculous. I know it's not until August, but remember, you can put a lower deposit down on this. In fact, your upgrade screen here will show you your low deposit if you want to lock it in right now today. It's great. So if you want to try it, brilliant. And I tell you what, do try it, because you will have your head turned and you will be surprised just how much is built in and included in the price of your cruise, and how wonderful the team are. Plenty of them as well. They are everywhere. It's a wonderful team on board, and you know, it is a slightly larger ship, so if ever you think to yourself, oh, now where am I and where's the restaurant, there's always someone around not too far away to ask. And they are the most friendly team. They are amazing. 0800 953 4700 is that number to call. So we've given you, wow, in half an hour. I can't believe half an hour's just gone like that, hasn't it? Thank you for your company as always. The whole season runs from April, May through to October on MSC Virtuosa. So if you want to check out the other sailings, the other dates, the other prices, you can do that on our website easily at cruise1st.tv. Our website, if you've not been there for a little while actually, it's all just been revitalised and changed. Very, very easy to go searching on there for cruises for any cruise you like whatsoever, but we're focusing on MSC Virtuosa at the moment. Of course, if it's easier, just pick up the phone and call. We never mind that. Never think you're bothering us. Any question at all. 0800 95 about cruising. 0800 953 4700. We can't help you change a plug or anything like that. Although our team are very good. You know, who's to say that the knowledge isn't there when you call us? There's only one way to find out. But thank you for your company as always. Make sure you stay where you are, because there are always many more holiday opportunities and ideas on the way. See you later.